Bună ziua, sunt Bogdan Alecu și bine ați venit la o nouă emisiune ZF Investiții în România, realizată de Ziar Financiar și CEC Bank. Astăzi discutăm despre imobiliare și turism. Îl avem invitat în prima parte a emisiunii pe Adi Steiner, Managing Partner al STC Partners, și discutăm despre cartier Ferdinand, cel mai nou proiect rezidențial din portofoliul lor. Mai departe, îl avem invitat pe George Mândilă, președintele OMD Mamaia, și discutăm despre turismul în stațiunea Mamaia, dar și în municipiul Constanța. Trecem însă acum la imobiliare. Hello, Adi. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, also. I'm happy to meet you again and discuss a little bit about our plans, future, and so on.
How was the market for you in the first half of 2024? How are the sales at Cartier Azuga?
Cartier Azuga, let's say, we are currently very happy with how it's progressing. We have almost completed the first phase of the project, which are 100 apartments. We just announced the completion of works, which will be done, let's say, in about a month. Then, you know, all the administrative steps have to be done, and to put the units also in the land book, and until sales, it will take another 3-4 months. So by end of the year, we shall be able to hand over the apartments of phase 1 to the clients. We have sold about 70% of the first phase now in the first phase. So that's quite good, because we know, for example, the remaining apartments are 3-4-room apartments. We know that we will sell them very good when landscaping, greenery, everything is done. We will be able to sell them at a very good pace and also price. And it is helping us also already for the second phase. Second phase, we have started the construction on a slow pace in the spring, until we have definitely closed also the bank financing. You have seen probably our news a month ago regarding closing bank financing, extending bank financing for the second phase of the project with Banca Transilvania. And right now we also have sold already 30% of the second phase. We see the customers, they can see already the results of the first phase, the construction, and we are, let's say, gaining here trust from all the customers. Construction wise, we are in phase 2. We have reached on the higher building, which is P+6. We reached the ground floor. We are in progress of doing the slab above the ground floor, and the other 2 buildings, which are only P+2 and a retreated third floor. We are working in one we are still in the basement, and the other one is also in the first floor already. So we should finish the structural works in about 3 months, and then we target also to hand over the second phase to customers at the end of 2025.
2025, okay. Did you feel in any way, in the way clients are interested in your project, the decrease in interest rates?
The interest rates were actually never so important to our project. We have a project which is, let's say, we see that our customers are not really in need of taking loans. Yeah, we are in the unfortunate situation, as we know, in Romania, that, let's say, the proportion of transactions out of liquidity is quite high, and from this let's say situation, we are definitely having clients which are in this situation, that they are not necessarily in need of a bank financing. Nevertheless, we have recognized at the beginning of the year the sales were moderate. Yeah, we have seen months where we sold only 1-2 apartments because let's say in the first phase, no 2-room apartments, the small units were sold out already, and there were only big room apartments available. But the last 2 months, for example, were extremely good. We have sold over 20 apartments in the last 2 months, for example. Yeah.
Who's buying those apartments?
Differently. We have, let's say, in the second phase, for example, we have still 2-room apartments, meaning nice investment units for future passive incomes. Yeah, there are small investors which just buy for a second passive income for the future. Yeah, but also we have sold, for example, last month 2 penthouse units with a deal value of up to 300,000 euro. Yeah, to families and so on. Yeah, as well as ground floor apartments with private gardens are also sold.
Okay. Do you have also investors interested in buying apartments in your project?
We have investors, but not really big packages. Our investors are really rather small, 1-2 apartments which are looking to rent out. Yeah.
And in 2025, the project will be closed. You will finish building.
Yeah. End of 25. For sure, there will remain some units as usual, which will be sold in 26. Yeah, but let's say first half 26, our plans are that we are going to be sold out.
What's next?
What's next? Yes, we have actually indeed the next project in our pipeline. We have just acquired these days a new land on Boulevard Ferdinand. The land has already a building permit, which is actually was the motivation for us to buy in such an area of Bucharest. We know that, let's say, protected area in Bucharest has its specifics. It's to be treated with utmost care. We have the experience from our first project, Quartier Gramont, yeah, which was also in a protected area. And with that experience and having already the building permit, we said, okay, we're gonna take that project, that land. We have entered in this deal together with one of our investors, who is together with us financing this project, and yeah, close the deal. It's a land with 4,400 square meter. Building permit is for a residential project with some let's say retail spaces on the ground floor, and has about 170 apartments directly on the boulevard, so well connected also to the subway, also well connected, of course. The tramway is just in front of the door. It's near to Foyer de Foc, and we are also now, let's say, working on the detailed design, on the PT design, because we want to deliver one of the first, to our knowledge, from that size point of view, the first urban project which with net zero CO emission specification.
So you will have heat pumps instead of natural gas?
Exactly. We'll put air water heat pumps combined with a water heat pump, so-called booster heat pump, for the hot water preparation, because that's usually the bigger problem, the hot water preparation, where you have reach higher temperatures, because the heating of the space heating with underfloor heating is not such a big trouble anymore, because it runs on a rather moderate temperature.
How high will the buildings be there?
The building, the approved height regime is B plus 5 and 6 and 7 retreated. Yeah.
Do you have all the papers needed to build this project, or now you will begin getting all the approvals needed?
No, as I mentioned already, the building permit exists, so the building permit for this project was issued with all the avis from all the authorities, including Medio, Ministry Cultura, and so on and so forth.
But aren't you a bit afraid to invest in a historical area of Bucharest?
No, not. We carefully looked at that. Yeah, we all know the discussions on the market and so on. And they said, okay, as mentioned before already, we have the experience with our first project for the Gramont in a protected area. With that experience, together with the fact that for this project which we acquired here, the building permit is existing already, we said, okay, that's a risk we would assume. Of course, we have to stick to the approved specification and keep going with what was approved, and then we shouldn't have any risk actually. Yeah, or we have calculated risk.
Because what I see, it's a pretty low-rise area of Bucharest, with houses that are at the most they have 4-story high.
Yeah, we are nearby. We have this. There's an office building nearby. On the opposite is also residential. So we are quite in the same. We are in the same regime like the neighborhood. Yeah.
Okay.
Near to how is the big boulevard called? We're not far away. It's about 200 meters from the main boulevard. Where's the subway? Mihai Bravo. Yeah.
But did you see what a few days ago Nicu Șordan wrote on Facebook regarding all the new developments that he said that, and I quote him, that many new developments are based on approvals that are against the law or very near to be against the law. And from my point of view, that it's a big question mark for the entire real estate market of Bucharest.
I think it has to be analyzed project by project. I think that statement is a bit too general. Yeah, I mean, you have to look project by project. Some project definitely they might be under this, might fall under this description he made over there. We wouldn't say that that acquired project has this issue. I mean, the building permit was issued within the period of time of the last 4 years, so it was also issued by PMP. Accordingly, I think it would be rather strange to consider that project, which has a building permit issued by the same administration, to have a problem. It was very carefully, we know it was very carefully done. We know the designer, we checked the technical, we made a very deep technical due diligence, also together with other designers, with the designer who worked for the building permit design. And we know also that there were really tough requirements from the administration, which I'm saying also totally correct. Yeah, I mean, there are rules which have to be respected. Here or there was something found by them. and you see that this administration is really checking also carefully, yeah, which I have nothing against that one. But that's why also with all this we have been seeing there, yeah, they have reissued the plans again because some distance was not 100% respected, yeah. That's why I'm saying I think that this project with this building permit is close to watertight.
Will it be closer to what you did at Cartier Gramont or closer to Cartier Azuga?
What do you mean from an architectural point of view?
Architectural, design, and how you built the project. For example, in Cartier Gramont, you preserved the facade, the old facade of the perfume factory, and that was an interesting idea because you preserved the natural beauty, like let's say, of the street.
Now this is, let's say, it comes again. You have to take what you get. Yeah, we get over there today are empty land, so it's nothing to be preserved. So it's actually, you can say, a greenfield project in the city center. There were some barracks in the small buildings in the past, long time ago, which were demolished. And right now it's actually a empty land with a fence, and we start from scratch with a new project. But as I said, it will fit nicely in the area. It's a project with the main facade approved by the Ministry of Culture, and it will definitely, because that's our approach, that's our DNA, a very sustainable project. We focus again on extremely low running costs for our future customers.
When are you going to start building there?
Our plan is right now that we are working every day very hard on doing it as fast as possible. There are three main pillars to be followed. One is, of course, the design. In order to get into the position to have technical design and to start the project, which we are planning to do in October to November. And the second one is, of course, go on the market, start the marketing and start sales, which we are planning to do in September. So also we are working on the marketing material, setting up everything. And the third and most important, of course, because without cash, no music, you say. We are working also on the financing. Yeah, we have secured the equity part. Right now we are working also with our partners. We have already, as well as with everybody else willing and available on the market. We are filtering now which are our best options for the bank financing.
What prices are we going to see there?
Poor. That's a good question, sorry. And I hope a good price, yeah, also. Our plans right now are that we are starting actually with about 2,000, probably 2,800 euro per square meter net surface, yeah. And then gradually with the progress of the project, we are going to increase.
That's without VAT.
Without VAT, yeah. On the net, calculated on the net surface, usable surface of the apartment, without common spaces.
And what kind of apartments are you going to build there? 2-room, 3-room apartments? Will there be penthouses?
There is a mix. There's a mix from a small studio up to even 6-room apartments. Yeah, with duplex on the top and so on. With also with nice roof terraces. We will also implement a nice common roof terrace with regeneration and urban gardening. The customers could if they want, of course, it's at the end of the day, it's up to the users. But we will provide a jardiniere on the rooftop for urban gardening with irrigation from rainwater tanks and for tomatoes whatsoever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But as I said, at the end of the day, we provide the space, and then it's up to the customers to use it also.
Mm-hmm. Will the penthouse be more than 1 million euros?
That question is coming too early for me. Yeah.
Are you discussing with potential clients also now?
Potential clients, or we have, of course, we are talking with friends and business partners or other people on the market. We have also good feedback, and also feedback that they would be interested once we start selling, but nothing concrete yet. Yeah, currently, where the main discussions have been regarding equity partners to invest in the project. Yeah.
How do you see the residential market now in Bucharest, with all the discussions about blocking new big projects?
I still see the market exceptional good. Yeah. I always said, and I keep going with that, we want to deliver projects which are being of good quality and affordable for the customers. We want to work for the customers. They should have a good experience at the end of the day, and a good quality project at the end of the day, I'm saying also, is when it fulfills all the requirements, the norms, the building standards, the laws. And as we never want to risk anything, from the start we are going, and this is highest priority for us, to fulfill all the standards. We do not want to go above the law because we want here or here 1 square meter more. It doesn't work. You always find during construction a neighbor which is not happy with the noise and whatsoever, and starts complaining and making complaints, and then you're always exposed to the risk of something goes wrong. So let's be clean. So that's the first priority. I think as long as you follow these rules, let's do the project correct, according to the law, according to the norms, then there is also a good chance that you get a permit. Yeah, of course, from the experience, we are not looking today into plots which do not have a PUS. That risk, and because that's a timeline which is simply too long for us today, at least, that we would acquire land without PUS, because it seems from today's perspective not feasible. But as long as it's a project with a PUS, we are looking at them. We have also other projects in the due diligence phase right now, which are in this situation, not in protected area, but in Bucharest, and we are very positive thinking and have a good opinion about the market. Sales are going well, prices are stable, affordability is very good in Bucharest for home owners.
Are you still looking for other plots of land?
Yes, we are having currently 2 other plots in the due diligence phase. Probably not all of them not both of them will be closed, but we are planning to have, let's say, another project closed by end of the year, a deal with construction start from timeline point of view, would like to start then the next project by end of 25.
So you still see a huge potential in the Bucharest market?
Yes, definitely. There are times and times, plus minuses. We have the problems we all know in Bucharest, but on a big picture, on the long term, there is no question for me that this is a future market still. Yeah, we still have a very high proportion of communistic blocks. Only the movement within the city, still also movement to the city. Earnings are increasing steadily, so people have the tools to buy apartments and increase their life standards.
Okay. Thank you very much for the interview. Best of luck with your projects. I'm very curious to see how the buildings will look.
Yes, you are also invited once to visit us. Yeah, show you around. No problem, anytime. Yes, and thank you for the interview.
Thank you also.
Thank you very much.
Mulțumesc și telespectatorilor noștri, revenim imediat.